Hey guys, Foxdrop here with a video on an item build for bruiser junglers that's been creeping up in Korea that's kind of funky that I wanted to share with you and show you guys. Today we'll be taking a look at the wonders of Knights VOW on junglers. This is a build that's been flying around a little bit in Korean solo queue. Even some professional players are starting to dabble in this, specifically Cuzz from Longzhou. I'm sure I've already raised a fair few eyebrows even talking about Knights VOW in the same sentence as junglers, because Knights VOW overall as an item, it's really not that popular. Knights VOW actually gets picked in fewer games than Death's Daughter. If you don't know what Death's Daughter is, that is an upgrade for Gangplank's ultimate. So an ultimate upgrade for Gangplank genuinely gets picked more frequently than Knights VOW. So if you need a refresher about what Knights VOW does, it offers you 400 health, 40 armor, up to 60 armor if you're standing near your partner. And the item also allows you to mark someone to become your partner so that when you're close to them, you move faster, get that extra 20 armor that we were talking about, and also heal for 12% of the damage that they deal and redirect 12% of the damage that they take onto you, and all for the measly sum of 2,300 gold. So basically it's a pretty decent tank support item with heavy focus on protecting a carry. So on paper, a decent support tank item, but where does it fit in the conversation regarding junglers specifically? Well, firstly, jungling as a role aligns closer with being a support than being a carry due to the limited gold and experience that you get compared to solo laners or AD carries. And this will reflect in a jungler's item builds from way back when in Season 2 with the double gold per 10, Oracles, Elixirs, Moby Boots, Aegis, pretty much a roaming support, up until very recently when Locket was a must buy for junglers until it got reworked, and even last season in competitive play, a lot of junglers were buying Sightstone. And hell, even this season we're seeing junglers occasionally build Locket, Redemption, that kind of stuff. So with Knights VOW being what it is, and with junglers being what they are, it's not too out of this world to imagine the two coming together. It may not be the prettiest of unions, Posh and Bex, Kim and Kanye, waifus and neckbeards, but it's there. With this said though, you've also got to think about where Knights VOW would fit into a jungler's build. It's a health and armor item, a type of armor that is very popular on junglers, be it Sunfire Cape, Dead Man's Play or Randuin's. So how does it stack up against those? First thing to say on that front is that Knights VOW only costs 2,300 gold as opposed to the 2,900 gold of all those other items. That is a pretty significant price difference. However, with Knights VOW offering you 400 health compared to the Sunfire, Deadman's and Randuin's 500 health, you are coming out 100 shy. However, as far as the armor goes from Knights VOW, assuming you are near your partner, which, let's be real, we're just going to assume that, because if you're not, why the bloody hell are you buying Knights VOW in the first place? It will give you 10 more armor than Sunfire and Deadman's, and the same armor as Randuin's. And as far as gold efficiency goes, 100 health is very similar to 10 armor. So stats very comparable between all these items. So considering Knights VOW costs 600 less gold than these other items and offers very similar things as far as stats go, you'd have to therefore value the passives of Sunfire, Deadman's and Randuin's to be worth that extra gold. The passives of Randuin, Sunfire and Deadman's are for sure much more focused on benefiting you individually. But if you consider the fact that the opportunity cost to get those items instead of Knights VOW is 600 gold, not even considering Knights VOW's damage reduction and healing passive, which hasn't even been taken into consideration in this gold equation yet, you can see why Knights VOW is a decent alternative. So let's talk a little bit now about that alternative, when you would want to get Knights VOW, when you wouldn't want to get Knights VOW, and how the Koreans are using it. First things first, it is much more of a bruiser item than anything else. You won't be getting it on your assassin junglers or your mage junglers, and certainly not your ranged junglers either, as that partner effect is cut in half if you're a ranged champion. Specifically though, Cuzz from Longzhou, he gets it on Lee Sin and on Rek'Sai. Secondly, it's generally speaking not a great first item for junglers. Early on you'll be roaming around a lot still and won't be getting the optimal efficiency of the partner effect, so it kind of falls a bit flat until that mid to late game when you're grouping up more. What the Koreans do specifically, Cuzz, is he gets it third. He finishes his jungle item, then he'll get another item, and then he'll go for Knights VOW. On Rek'Sai, he goes Tiamat, Cinderhulk, and then Knights VOW, sometimes finishing Titanic before as well. And on Lee Sin, he often goes Warrior, Hex Drinker, and then Knights VOW. Another thing to take into consideration is that Knights VOW is better the more damage you have coming out of your teammates. I know that sounds like a very obvious one, but late game scaling AD carries like Kog'Maw, Jinx, Caitlyn, and even these mages such as like Vlad, Ryze, Cassiopeia, they work best with this item. Extra, especially if they're your primary sources of damage, meaning there's a huge focus on keeping them alive. For example, if you've got a tank top laner, or a tank support, or a heavy supporty support with your tanky bruiser ass in the jungle. And of course, the same logic applies if you've got like that one mega fed teammate who, if they die, your team's going to get wrecked. But outside of that, obviously your playstyle will want to focus more around peeling and protecting for your teammates, because there's no point going Knights VOW if you're then just going to dive the enemy carry all the time and leave the person you partnered with alone. Similarly, if you don't even intend to play around these team fights and instead just going to be like split pushing or something, Knights VOW doesn't make much sense there either. But anyway, that's all I want to say for this video, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about it down below in the comments. You can leave a cheeky thumbs up on this video if you did enjoy it, and also subscribe to me if you want to see some more LEGO Legends content. But most importantly, boys and girls, thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great, wonderful, amazing day, and I will see you in my next video.